Hey there, go on a journey, fam. Ever find yourself cancelling plans and thinking, wow, I used to live for this stuff? Or maybe you've noticed your parents becoming total homebodies lately. Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the wild ride of how our social lives change as we age. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll be looking at your Friday nights in a whole new light. The great social pendulum swing picture. This, you're fresh out of college, phone buzzing with invites, FOMO hitting hard if you dare to stay in on a Saturday night. Fast forward 20 to 30 years, suddenly a quiet evening with a book sounds like heaven. What gives? Are we all turning into hermits, or is there something deeper going on? Spoiler alert, it's totally normal, and there's a fascinating reason behind it. Let's break it down, shall we? Young, wild, and socially free. Remember those days when your energy seemed endless? When you could pull an all-nighter, crush it at work the next day, and still be ready for happy hour? Yeah, those were the days of peak social butterfly. Take my buddy Jake, for instance. In his early 20s, this guy was a legend. Dude, he told me recently, I used to know every bartender in town by name. Now, I'm on a first-name basis with my favorite tea varieties. We had a good laugh about that, but it got me thinking, why do we change so much? Here's the deal. When we're young, we're like social sponges. Every new person is a potential bestie, every party a chance to create epic memories. It's like we're collecting experiences like Pokemon cards. Gotta catch 'em all. But here's where it gets interesting. As we stack up those life experiences, something starts to shift, and that's where the magic happens. The shift. Quality over quantity. So what's the turning point? When do we go from let's rage all night to Netflix and chill sounds perfect? Well, it's not like there's a switch that flips on your 30th birthday, although sometimes it feels that way, am I right? It's more of a gradual shift. You start to realize that not every social interaction leaves you feeling energized. Some might even drain you. Enter the concept of quality over quantity. It's like upgrading from fast food to a gourmet meal. Sure, you might eat out less often, but when you do, it's so much more satisfying. My friend Sarah put it perfectly. She said, "In my 20s, I wanted to be everywhere and know everyone. Now I'd rather have one deep conversation with a true friend than small talk with 20 acquaintances." Preach, Sarah. Embracing the joy of missing out now, let's talk about something revolutionary. The joy of missing out. Yeah, you heard that right. It's like FOMO's cooler, more confident cousin. As we get older, we start to realize that not every event is unmissable. In fact, sometimes the best memories are made in the quiet moments. It's like we develop this superpower, contentment with our own company. Take my Uncle Bob, for example. This guy used to be the life of every party. Now, at 65, he's discovered painting. "I never knew I had it in me," he told me, beaming with pride as he showed off his latest landscape. But I needed the quiet to hear my own creativity. Isn't that beautiful? Sometimes we need to step back from the social whirlwind to discover hidden parts of ourselves. The practicalities. Why older folks might say no thanks to social calls. All right, now let's get into the nitty-gritty. It's not just about preferring solitude. There are some real practical reasons why older adults might become less keen on social visits. Buckle up, because this is where it gets really interesting. The disruption dilemma. You know how when you were a kid, having friends over was the highlight of your day? Well, as we age, unexpected visits can throw a wrench in our carefully crafted routines. My neighbor, Mrs. Johnson, put it hilariously, "Honey, at my age, spontaneity is deciding to have dessert before dinner." Unexpected visitors? That's just chaos. It's not that older folks don't enjoy company, it's just that they've often found a rhythm that works for them. Messing with that can be more stressful than fun. 2. The too many cooks syndrome. Ever heard the saying, too many cooks spoil the broth? Well, in social situations, too many people can lead to too many opinions and sometimes too much drama. My Aunt Mildred learned this the hard way at her weekly bridge club. A casual comment about her daughter-in-law's cooking turned into a full-blown family feud. "I was just saying her meatloaf was unique," Mildred sighed. How was I to know her cousin was at the next table? The lesson? Sometimes smaller gatherings are safer and more enjoyable. 3. The comparison trap. Here's a tricky one: the unintentional keeping up with the Joneses. When we visit others or hear about their lives, it's natural to compare. But as we age, these comparisons can hit differently. Take the Smiths and the Johnsons, both couples in their 70s. The Smiths live modestly, while the Johnsons are always talking about their latest cruise or home renovation. "I love the Johnsons," Mrs. Smith told me, "but every time we visit, I come home feeling like we haven't done enough with our lives. It's exhausting." It's a stark reminder that even innocent differences in lifestyle can create emotional turbulence as we age. Finding the sweet spot, socializing in the golden years. So, what's the solution? Should we all become hermits as we hit 50? Heck no. The key is finding a balance that works for you. Here are some strategies that my older friends swear by. Quality time, not quantity time. Focus on nurturing a few deep, meaningful relationships rather than trying to be everyone's best friend. Scheduled socializing. Having regular, planned social activities can provide structure without being overwhelming. Neutral ground meetups. Meeting at a cafe or park instead of someone's home can take the pressure off both host and guest. Clear communication. It's okay to set boundaries and express preferences. Real friends will understand. Tech to the rescue. Video calls and social media can be great for staying connected on your own terms. Solo hobbies. Developing interests you can enjoy alone makes solitude fulfilling, not lonely. The plot twist. Stronger family bonds. Here's a beautiful side effect of becoming more selective socially. Family relationships often deepen. It's like the universe's way of balancing things out. My friend Tom summed it up perfectly. "I used to see my kids maybe once a month. Now our Sunday dinners are the highlight of my week." Funny how life comes full circle. Embracing your social evolution. As we wrap up this journey through the changing landscape of our social lives, remember this: there's no one-size-fits-all approach. Some people stay party animals into their 90s, while others embrace their inner hermit in their 30s. The key is to recognize and respect your own needs as they change. Becoming more selective about your social interactions isn't a sign of becoming a grump. It's a sign of knowing yourself better. It's like upgrading from a crowded pub to a cozy speakeasy, more refined, more you. So whether you're still living for the weekend or looking forward to a quiet night in, know that you're exactly where you need to be. Embrace your current social style and be open to how it might evolve. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you noticed changes in your social preferences as you've gotten older? Or have you seen the shift in your parents or grandparents? Drop a comment below and let's get this conversation flowing. And hey, if you've enjoyed this deep dive into the psychology of aging and socializing, why not join our Goa Journey family? Smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our weekly insights into life, love, and everything in between. Trust me, you won't want to miss what we've got coming up next. Remember, whether you're a social butterfly or a cozy caterpillar, there's no wrong way to do this life thing. The key is finding what makes you happy and owning it. Until next time, this is your host signing off. Stay curious, stay kind, and most importantly, stay true to yourself. Don't forget to share this video with that friend who's always cancelling plans. They might just thank you for it.